Good evening. I'm O.J. Zodiac. Salt Lake City is famous for many things. Donny Osmond, the Olympics, the LDS Church, Marie Osmond, the Training Table Restaurant with their delicious burgers, and the other half-dozen Osmonds. However, Salt Lake City has a dark side. Few people have ever heard of the gang known as the FLEMS, but from the years 2001 to 2004, they held Salt Lake City in their iron grip. Tonight, you'll hear from three of them, the three original masterminds who created the FLEMS and ruled with an iron fist. These are their stories. Welcome to the underground.
How did it all start?
We were just kids in, middle school, just four of us, since birth, we were like that, Doctor says when we came out, our umbilical cords were crossed. That's how tight we was, And, we started in middle school like most kids do, smuggle and stuff. We saw that there was a demand, Whenever there's a demand, there's room for business, The toilet paper in the bathrooms was horrible. It was hard. It was one ply. It wasn't absorbent. I got a rash down there, man. I did. So we saw that we needed a new product and that there'd be a demand for it. So we started smuggling quilting northern. The good kind, the quilted. It had like lotion on it, And we'd sell it for like, $2 a roll to any kid who wanted it, And nobody knew. We was on the underground, the teachers, they didn't even know about this stuff, That's how it began with that, But we moved up. We moved up in the world, We bought a few, candidates, for the student body offices. We owned the treasure, We owned them.
Don't you mean treasury?
Yeah. The treasury, yeah. Yeah, we owned them, man. Yeah, we decided what kind of punch was going to be served at those dances. And I didn't like kiwi. I went for grape. That's right. That's the kind of power I had back then. Yeah, that's how it started out,
Out 2 days later.
You dropped out after graduation?
Yeah. It was the principle of the matter. We can't be in high school. We're gang members. We're supposed to be badass people. What do you want us to do? Stay in school? Who wants that?
But you were already out of school.
Like I said, the principle of the matter. We're hard asses, We didn't want people, thinking that we were soft and going to school and getting an education. What do we need an education for? We're sitting there fixing thumb wrestling matches, and so that people could make money, And we were making tons of money off of that.
What other kind of things did you do after graduation?
Well, we got into stealing candy from babies. We were hardcore back then. It was just a tough world for being a baby, and we just made it worse for them. We were just horrible people back then. And then one of us got into distributing asthma inhalers, and it just got out of control with prescription sunglasses, and it was just, we were just terrible people back then. It was horrible.
Do you regret it?
Sometimes, but mostly not. We were making a good living. We were giving stuff to people that needed it, for the steroids and the asthma inhalers. We gave the people what they wanted. How can I feel sorry about that? When people died from it, that's when I felt sorry. But that's their own fault, so I guess I don't feel that sorry about it.
Well, I got this idea to just get some cans from the homeless people. Good idea. So I would distract the homeless guys. Say, oh, look over there. Then I'd run away with the cart really fast. And you know how much money is in that? It's tons. If you get enough homeless people. But then I got this idea to forge these papers for little kids. Like doctor's notes and things like that. And we charged $15 for some of them, 10, maybe 5. That's pretty good money too. And that inhaler thing, that's my idea. So there was this idea about changing the gang's colors of our shoes into Velcro. Not all the gang was up for that. We kind of got upset. And then came the snitch. And I don't know where to go from there.
So what happened with the snitch?
Yeah, the snitch. I remember him. Dwayne the Parakeet, man. That's what we always call him. Well, actually, the name, I guess, came about after he snitched, because before then he was just Dwayne. You know, it would have been kind of stupid if we called him Dwayne the Parakeet before we knew he snitched. But no doubt, he's a parakeet. He snitched. I mean, if you ask me, it wasn't so bad about the snitching. I think it was the stupid shoes, man. Pedro had this dumb idea of changing shoes from laces to Velcro. You don't do that. You don't get respect with Velcro. That sound that makes that shh. That ain't cool. You don't want to be running down the street with that sound. That ain't right. But the snitch, yeah, he ratted us out, man. We had to do some time because of him. I don't know where he is, but if I find him, I'll ask him about the shoes too, because I think it was stupid. I'm sure he'll agree with me. I know he will.
Well, what do you think broke up the gang? The shoes or the parakeet?
Wait, what? Oh, the Dwayne. Yeah, he was a parakeet, right. Well, I mean, in my opinion, I guess it was the shoes. But, you know, maybe some of the other guys would tell you something different. But I think it was the shoes. I think it was stupid. Can't believe you can't have Velcro, man. You can't have Velcro.